Okay. So, another night of Paranormasight here. We have done... we started with Tetsuo's for the... What was this called? What was this called? Chapter 1? Anyway, with the continuation, but then we got stuck here. We did Harue's up to here, and now we're gonna do Yako's. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure about how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako? Rise and shine. Huh? You're up. Huh? It's morning? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Ah, dumb. Oh god, I can say weird stuff. Yes, Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I didn't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay, it's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh, that sounds like it must have been tough. Yeah, so it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing! So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you've got it rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school, and why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back, I mean. I can't approve of it. The right may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse, no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right. Thank you, Mio. Okay, then. Let's go. Oh, another file. So, I wonder if Mio... She says that she's a assistant to somebody who's trying to stop the ritual. First of all, I wonder if that's true, or if she's, like, secretly evil and she's, like, an assistant of the person who started this whole thing in the first place. And secondly, if she is actually, like, you know, like a good paranormal expert, I wonder who she's the assistant of. Anyway, candy shops in Sonoya. An old-fashioned candy shop located on a street corner in Honjo. It has been in Yako Sakazaki's family for 3 generations. Oh yeah, this is where she lives, and also they work out of it. On the weekends, you can spot Yako watching over the store, cooking monjayaki? Monjayaki? Or monjayaki? I don't know what that is. What's monjayaki? And playing traditional tops and card games with the local children. I know what takoyaki is. But what's monja? Though traditional candy... Oh, wait. Maybe it's candy. It's a candy shop, isn't it? This is probably some kind of, like, candy on a stick, right? That makes sense, probably. We'll see. I'll let somebody else explain that if they feel like it. Though traditional candy shops are known for selling cheap treats for kids, it's not uncommon to see these largely private-owned businesses become something more like general stores, selling food, drinks, utensils, and other daily necessities. Many families operate candy shops on the dirt ground floor of their home, known as a doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki, as well as arcade games and capsule toy machines in the front. Such facilities make them attractive places for children to gather and play. However, the harsh reality is that traditional candy shops, which thrived during the period of high economic growth when many confectionery manufacturers entered the market, are experiencing a steady decline due to the rise of convenience stores and changes in children's interests and tastes. Is monjayaki that, like, shaped candy on a stick? Where it, like, comes in different, like, shapes or whatever? Like, they might, I don't know, just shapes in general, like, I don't know. Because I've seen, like, that kind of thing around. Okay, now they're at school. Everybody's at school. Or in that alley, I guess. I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Junichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Junichi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary! Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. Persons of interest. Kohei Jinoichi. Yeah, he's dead. His deceased body was discovered in the school grounds at dawn. I think that's the new one. Yeah. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. That person over there. Is that Hitomi? Yeah. Isn't that... Okay, well, they're going to say that too. Isn't that Hitomi Ogata? You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too. She must know something about Mr. Junichi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mia, wait for me! Huh? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mia. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Oh, yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Exorcisms. So that's what it was. Did you hear about Mr. Junichi? I heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What can I tell you? It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out onto the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed. Oh, somebody help me. Forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. But Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, but it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life, like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I figured I'd better get out of there. And then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Janoichi and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, it was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though, I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something. The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Janoichi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? Oh, could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curse of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the Spirit Board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Okay, I guess that's it for now. You tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them, naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over and possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with a person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing the behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people didn't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection to life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, you tell me? Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I may pass. So, if I remember correctly, Yako's curse stone is the one that kills by falling, right? So, you know, and she also blanked out, so maybe she killed him because she got possessed or something similar. That, you know, she seemed pretty influenced by the curse stone, like to the point where Mio had to stop her from like killing that dude like immediately. So we'll see. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mia? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights off. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. I guess that makes sense. You told me, last night, before you witnessed Mr. Janoichi collapse. Can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right, with everything that happened with Mr. Janoichi, they'll suspect you if you told them we saw you with him that night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Janoichi called me over here acting like he was going to attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't even know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? It's hard to explain where to start. Oh, I have to go here. What did you mean by Mr. Janoichi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know, Michio Shiraisi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. He was using it to blackmail her. Call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. But no way, that's how? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I have not known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Janoichi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably thought she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. Oh, how terrible. He told me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him, asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around, but she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Of course, Janoichi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. He told me if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me it was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have to do than... One second, let me retry that again. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming, he told me. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. From the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know. There must be some reason. Dunno, got nothing to do with me. So, last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasta Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of this juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age and she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. She keeps showing up where people die. She did say that, but whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that part. Didn't he listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about? That day, he called me over there just like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor, too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Yeah, it's just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiraishi had that looked like this one. Found Michio? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio had always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home are a little complicated, but from what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jinoichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it would ended up. So, since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside it, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, when he was asking such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the code... Well, Nakagoshi, it is a guy, but it's basically code for the paranormal division. Is Nakagoshi in here? Because... Yeah, it's not currently in here, I don't think. Or is it... Other side? Hold up. Oh, here we go. The current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi. There you go. And so basically, give it to the paranormal division. But, you know, in code. Knowing what I know now, you probably thought something was going to happen to him. Nakagoshi. Huh? Do you know him, Mia? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Hitomi. Yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had. Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now, come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for secret meetings before. Yeah, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like, that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ew. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jinoichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashiyama talking. Then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jinoichi came back outside and bite it. I see. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. One moment. I was dumb to fall for that creep Jinoichi's trap so easy. It could have gotten a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jinoichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming it freely. However, it used to be impossible for them to kill the living, most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. I wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true, Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. And she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she's the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh, if you two find anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. I'm usually at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up, you're the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jinoichi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means it was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yeah, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jinoichi seemed to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jinoichi, Hitomi, and old man Ashiyama, who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jinoichi's pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I say there were multiple. Oh right, the person who killed Mr. Jinoichi would have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashiyama? Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jinoichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered, I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of old man Ashiyama and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows to set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do... What, exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He'll definitely know something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh, okay. Wow, that's a lot of places. So we're currently at the high school. That is a lot of places to choose from. Where would he be? I'm not sure where he would be. Let's just start from the bottom and work up. Out of these places. And so, Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh? Okay, so now I can continue this one. But it says I can continue this one as well. Can I just investigate the high school? Does that make sense? Because, like, I know characters at the high school and characters at the alley or whatever. And so, yeah, okay. Because I know the police who are, like, at the high school looking for someone. Yeah, start at the, I think it needs to be, well, it's both. Okay, so, at the Shiraishi household, Haruo showed up. At Komagata High School, Yako and them showed up. Let's do Haruo first, I guess. Haruo and, Birdman. What was his name? Oh, God, I've forgotten his name. The detective. It seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. Alright, I'll go check the house. So, the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best we didn't find her parents. He's off checking the Shiraishi household. I'll just wait till he gets back. Burp. I think I'd already gotten that one, but... Last time I think I just had to wait. Yeah, that's just the time. No, you're back. No luck, boss. No one home. Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while and nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into the mailbox. Ariel looks kind of disappointed. I mean... Okay. This is all stuff I've read before. Let me... Maybe I'm remembering wrong and this happens. Maybe that happens like a little later, like at 10 a.m. And so maybe I have to talk to Yako and them. Yeah, I can see Yako and Mio are here because I chose for them to be here. Okay. Huh? That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Come on, Ariel. Huh? What? Why is he so excited? I don't remember why he would know about these girls. Hey, aren't you... You must be that high schooler skirting the child labor laws I've heard about so much. Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Susumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. It said Ario said that, not Susumi, but okay. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait. Really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh, yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said I'd sushi. Looking forward to it, boss.
Wait, since when were you included?
You guys are funny. You should do stand-up.
Forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around the scene too.
See, the funny part is my sinuses are a little bit better now. They're not perfect, but like they're a little bit better now, and I feel like it's almost harder to do the Susumi voice that I was doing before. Whatever, it's fine. I was looking for a bird. No birds, okay.
It's usually easier to let Aereo do the talking when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It'll be quicker if I take the reins this time. But he did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out.
What's that rope all about? It indicates where Jinoichi's body was found. They'd moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Yeah.
Cool it, Aereo. You're scaring her. This kind of stuff's a little much for a kid.
Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently.
Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think?
I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right, traces of a curse still linger here.
I figured as much.
Oh! Right, no, I remember now. Susumi before had mentioned that there was a high schooler that they were working with, but he never said which one, so I guess Mio now is confirmed as that high schooler. Okay, I was confused for a second as to why he knew them, but yeah, it's just because they had never confirmed until now. Does that mean Jinoichi was killed by one of the curses of the 7 mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess?
No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat?
Stop it, Mr. Susumi. She's gonna get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing. Mio, you're a professional. You think? Totally, you're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is.
So a curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must have been on the scene too. Mio Kurosuzu, she's like a disciple.
Kurosuzu, I think I said it wrong.
She's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs Chief.
I've heard. Oh, that's who she's a disciple of. Okay, that makes sense. Of Nakagoshi.
I've heard that she helps out with investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty when I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around. She's certainly well versed in the paranormal, and just can't get over the darkness. So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. I don't want to make her look bad.
This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you know is already involved with the case. Yes, June, truly.
So, how much have you been able to figure out?
Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, and then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Honja. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul tricks for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis.
Sounds about right, so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the curse stones appeared before those who wanted the rites at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 curse stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Peach.
You got 3 already? Wow. We have the curse stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio!
She does. Is she alright? We could take it off your hands.
Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out.
Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then.
Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows.
Okay, got him. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them?
Well, last night at school... You were here last night? Yes, you see... Honestly, I really don't think the police are going to care at this point. You two are using a spirit board? That's so cool!
So that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter.
Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg.
What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? That's... the one-sided read. This is bad.
Huh? What's so bad about that one?
You idiot, think! The curse bearer of the one-sided reed is... Umichika Nejima. He even admitted it himself, that's his curse.
Oh, that's right! Wait, but if that's the case...
Nejima might have been here last night.
What?
I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but...
What? Who's Nejima? No clue.
So, Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes.
Huh? He said he's gonna massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get your daughter, too?
That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night?
Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Chinoichi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget old man Ashiyama. Wait, Hitomi... Do you mean Hitomi Okuda? Second-year student? Well, yes, why? Boss!
So, she was here last night.
I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that?
Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this.
I see. Don't worry, this is about a different matter.
A different matter? You mean about that police officer, Mr. Yoshimi? You know about that? Did Hitomi say something about him? Yes, she did, actually. Okay, let's keep on subject for now. If we're talking about the people who were at school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details.
There was someone else.
Apparently, Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jinoichi getting cursed and killed last night.
What? Talk about some vital information.
What she said happened was... Michio was the one who killed Mr. Jinoichi? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there.
That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jinoichi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not.
Damn, boss, do you really think it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful.
Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind Jinoichi's death.
But what about Hitomi's story?
About this janitor. Ashiyama, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here?
Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only just transferred to school, though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him.
I see. Thanks. I'm starting to think I'm getting a better picture of all this. Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work as under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see.
What are you... No way!
Here we go. Have the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room.
Yes, right away! Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Ashiyama too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No.
That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashiyama?
The old man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He always avoided it.
Here we go. Call an urgent search for Makoto Ashiyama. We can't let him get away.
Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time. Ugh, that gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school.
Let's hope it isn't already too late.
Oh! I may have shown Ashiyama my curse stone last night.
What? I don't like this one bit. Nejima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but
I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then, could it have been old man Ashiyama who attacked you in the hallway? Ah, I almost told him that you were still in the building, too. What? You did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything.
You might have gotten very lucky there, kid.
This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law, help us. To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the Curse of the Seven Mysteries first came about.
In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy.
You mean Mr. Araishi? I would very much like to talk to him.
Ah, alright, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking.
Do you know where he is?
I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers.
The cafe? Oh, Kurokikyo Cafe in Kamizawa? Thanks, we'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes, though.
Don't worry about it. I'll allow it.
Thank you. Huh, that's all it takes? Yep, that's all it takes! There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all of this for a reason. I want to find out why. He told me he did say that after Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. Oh wait, he told me he did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be, boss?
Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about him with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important.
Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found?
I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died.
Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us.
Well then. Do you think she talked to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before?
Oh, they have. She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her.
Alright, then we better find her fast.
You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying.
Mayu Chozawa. I will let you know as soon as we manage to contact her.
Okay. I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh right, one more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters.
What? So it was a Nakagoshi case. Why would Yoshimi tell her that?
Could you check on that?
I will, but... Well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call.
Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau?
Well, yes, Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All of Paranormal Affairs' cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases.
Jeez, what's up with that? That amulet he told me was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece of this mystery. Okay, cool. Now it's time to talk to Yako. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first.
I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Ariel.
Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems like he had his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A van? Speeding? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? Screaming. A van. There's a young man in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat, a woman? Yako! Huh? Yes? Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, if you're wondering about that. So, I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Mr. Janoichi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. I'm not sure how to exactly put this, but... I see. Well, I have expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain.
Wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that.
Michio, what happened? Hey boss, Forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say.
Sure, thanks.
I think my voice keeps cracking. I'm trying to do this Susumi voice. I'm sorry. It's just hard to do the gravelly voice, but I feel like that's what he would probably have. And I'm also reading all this for the first time, of course, so, you know, I'm doing my best. Okay. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene.
What is that? A ribbon?
Yeah, the kind you used to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on, then. That's the ribbon that Michio used to always wear. What? Doesn't that mean Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely, I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then, did she come back to life somehow? Or did Yaku go home and then come back up here with that ribbon on? Because that's what I'm expecting is actually happened. But how? Yeah, I mean, it would make more sense if they have the same one. They probably just went home and then came back. 1 second. Okay. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go?
That's the question. She got her revenge on Janoichi, but she may have had more revenge to dish out.
Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against?
Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision?
If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is just such a tragic way to live. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you.
Don't worry, you were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Neijima and Mayu Chozawa.
It might be worth it to check out Michio's house as well, just in case.
Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here.
Got it. Thank you, and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Araishi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready.
We'll leave the curse lifting to the girls while we go looking for Neijima and Chozawa. There's also the matter of Yoshimi's talisman. But we won't get anything done saying, hey, we better get a move on.
So this is just going to be back to the residence, right? Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's nothing I can do here. Oh, okay, so that was Hitomi's help, and, okay. So, yeah, I had to go to the school and then go to the school as them. And, okay, this is, yeah, I guess it was later in the day. Okay, so now we can do Haraway's perspective of meeting the police. Haraway and Richter visit... Oh, it's Richter. That was his name. I'm so sorry. I forgot it. Haraway and Richter visit Michio's home, having determined her to be a key player in the unresolved kidnapping case from a year before. As the complicated story begins to unravel, they encounter two men. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's June Area. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here's the brilliant Chief Inspector Sutsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting me or putting me down. So, you two are detectives. This is my client, Mrs. Haraway Shigema. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A bigwig named Shigema? But boss, you know of this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry. I'm my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Ooh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved with some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial, despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on 1 second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. A young and energetic detective. He seems to have a strong sense of justice. If my son had the chance to grow older, perhaps he would have become an officer just like him. Also, I've been doing this, like, mother voice. I'm not gonna say mommy voice, okay? I know you're thinking it. No. I've been doing this mother voice for Haraway this whole time. Hopefully people don't think it's too freaky deaky. I'm just trying to, like, accurately voice the characters, okay? It seems they were acquainted, but also like they haven't talked in a long time. He seems like he's got a lot of experience working the streets. Most of the officers I know are the bureaucratic desk jockey types. The contrast is rather striking. I thought we might cause trouble standing in the middle of a street talking like this, but so far we haven't drawn attention. Then again, that might just be because nobody wants to get involved with the case. Okay, the bird isn't up there this time. I'm just looking around. Bird! Damn, that was one here? Lucky! That's number 12, the Royal King Penguin. Oh, that's so. Nice. Got him. He already told me the name, so there's no need for me to worry about that. So these detectives are out here because of the recent string of strange deaths. It's best we keep quiet about our involvement with the curses. I guess knowing how to deal with cops is also part of an investigator's job. Not quite. The two of us used to be comrades is all. Comrades. That's right! Richter used to be part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Is that so? You should give it a try, Ario. It's more freedom in working as a private investigator. I can't say much for the quality of life, though. It's been 2 years, right? I hadn't heard of you since you quit. I didn't think your business would last, but here you are. You sure you don't want to return to the force? We'll take you back with open arms. What, to sit on my ass and watch the birds fly? I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world. Come on, Richter. We need your talent. The public needs you. Nah, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep on tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandoned. I can't believe you were actually part of the police force once. There's a story behind everything, ma'am. I don't regret my time on the force. I wouldn't have the connections I have today without it. Okay, we'll start by talking to June. What brings you here, Richter? You on a case? That's right. I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping, murder case from last year? Ah, I remember now. You're that Haraway Shigema from the kidnapping case. Huh? Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Munisadak Shigema's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am. Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret, and unfortunately the department is still unwilling to open the case.
Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm on the job.
So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then?
That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here.
Used to?
That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked in last time, so we figured we'd try again.
Interesting.
It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice.
Well, I do consider the police my people, so you consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see. I see. It sure doesn't look good. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we have to talk to Susmi.
By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
And that is?
Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo?
Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly...
With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady.
If you insist.
What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything?
I've heard of the 7 mysteries, but this talk of curses eludes me.
Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion.
So, obviously, she said curses when nobody had talked about a curse or whatever. But that being said, everything about, like... So, she can't lie to him no matter what, because he'll know. Because of the Evergreen Beach, which I know she doesn't know that, but I do as the narrator or whatever. Like, I understand that he knows no matter what, so I figured it'd be better if she's honest with him. Because really, in the end, like, at least Richter's trying to keep her from killing people, so...
Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around.
Wait a second.
I assume they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white.
And, as it turns out, I was here last night to conduct my investigation.
Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary, I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you've got to say. Something's happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got you head office guys on it.
Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. And these curse stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo? It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get this situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their cursed stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into this all. But if we're talking about shady characters, there was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Watergateway Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think?
Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. We already got his cursed stone.
Impressive. You two are working quick.
Did you see anything else?
Not that I can remember.
That's a shame. If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a curse stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know.
Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case, too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, no?
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case.
The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh? By the way, that reminds me, Rector. Yes? You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance? You knew? I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously? Michio is involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi. Ah, right. Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right. He died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio. Hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jinoichi? So, he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true, then... Did you figure something out? Kankichiro Iwai. Huh? Kankichiro Iwai. He'll be the next victim. We have to open the door to Shiraishi's house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that. You know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. Okay. So, if they had reason to believe... I don't know how Japanese law works. If they had reason to believe someone was in imminent danger, can they break down a door? In America, the answer would be yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if police believe someone was in imminent, danger, they could kick down a door. I mean, I know Richter isn't technically police, but he's with the police and all that, I guess. It could be worse. Richter, get a hold of yourself! I see you're still the same as always. Everyone, come quick, look at this! Ah, okay, so he was right about Kankichiro Iwai being the next victim. Whoa, what's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here! Oh, could that be Michio's dad? Nah, that's her stepdad at best. If that, it's got to be the body of Kankichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it, this man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Jinoichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Jinoichi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? It's got to be that, and if she's alive, then... Oh boy, here we go. One moment. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's interrupting. I'm also about to interrupt. I'm going to interrupt his interruption. So I still think, okay, Yako said she has a matching ribbon. I think that Yako is somehow really susceptible to possession and is just being influenced to make these kills. Like, I think she did Jinoichi and she did this guy. That's all, basically. Nothing complicated. Everything's, like, in line with everything we've seen so far. That's my current opinion of what's going on. Because we saw in Yako's path how she became, like, overwhelmed with the killing herbs, like, really hard when she was in, like, the classroom where Jinoichi and Hitomi were. Like, she really wanted to kill that dude all of a sudden. And then Mio stopped her. Anyway. My apologies for interrupting. I know, we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this, what if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? Where was Michio Shiraishi at 8 o'clock this morning? Eight o'clock this morning. Wait. If Michio Shiraishi was dead... I see very well. Congratulations, you were correct. Wait a second. I thought it was Yako doing it. Because they have matching ribbons and stuff. Are you telling me that Yako is the one that died and Michio is the one that's alive? Is that what they're saying? Congratulations, you are correct. As expected, you got it in one go. Well, the cause of death was such, was it not? You must have noticed some time ago. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. Oh my god. What? So you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? Just think it through and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but... Do you really think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ario, go report this to HQ. Understood. I'll get on it right away. I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person placed on the wall over there. Oh, that's Nejima. Huh? Whoa, now, hold on. These photos... These are all of Humichika Nejima. Gross. Really? Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over there. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine? Let's keep looking around. It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? Oh, this is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter. You're quite the spectacle yourself. Do you mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal? Look at these. Pictures of Fumichika Nejima just cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think Nejima might be involved in all this too. Do you think he might have something to do with the body here? Maybe. The man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's managed to get a hold of the bastard. So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say. You were a kid from back then? You were really brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here. The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if I and Fumichika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world is this?
They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, though. I wouldn't get too excited about it.
Oh my. Who knew the Chief Inspector was such an expert on the occult?
I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject.
Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Western black magic. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what's known today as chemistry. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly: black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subjects studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day: war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As heresy, these rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. And I got a new Mockingbird earlier, that's what that was. The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. They might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... it'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. Okay. This sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. It looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual, or whatever, was something he attempted up to recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard strange and monster-like noises coming from here during the night.
You think Iwai was the one chanting?
Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through the books in the back, we might learn whatever it is they were trying to do. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Ah. I mean, in normal cases, only police would be allowed to touch things, right?
Right. Ariel isn't here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find that kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky.
I see. Thank you anyway. There are candles and stones with inscriptions placed all over. Are these tools for some ritual?
Hey, don't touch anything, you hear?
Ah, that's right. Considering this is a murder scene, we ought to leave everything as it is.
All of this can be used as evidence. If anyone besides forensics toys with it, it'll cause trouble down the road.
Okay, there's no movement here. With the window and storm shutter closed, no light gets near at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of him, I'd say he's Kankichiro Iwai.
You seen him before?
Well, I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Cruel is what it is. What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves?
Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead.
Thank you. Huh, this seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes were written here along detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though.
You think this EY guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual?
There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Iwai doesn't look like the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Maybe he was trying to be young. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection. Like the right? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons.
What is it?
This looks like a journal. It was probably Weiss.
A journal?
His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow, now this is something.
What is it?
What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So this Konkichiro Iwai fellow, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into black magic from the start. He believed that if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire.
You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar.
But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Neijima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison.
What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence.
Likely not a coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Neijima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man.
Worship? Neijima of all people?
This was a time where students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Neijima, he made sure to get in contact.
This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this, the thought of Neijima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection?
To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Neijima murders.
Yeah, it's been a mystery to all of us from the very start. Oh, now, wait just a minute. Do you think... No way, are you saying...
That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Neijima.
You gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic?
That's what the evidence suggests. However, Neijima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Neijima and Iwai were both acting in earnest.
This is batshit insane. You're telling me this nutjob did all this for some hokey-pokey resurrection? Shit, resurrection.
That means there must have been someone Neijima wanted to bring back to life.
Damn, that's it! That has to be it! Fucking hell, it all makes sense now!
What is it?
So, about the Neijima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public.
Go on.
When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby.
A baby?
There was a girl, looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died.
So was Neijima the father?
He told us he'd found her under a bridge.
He found her? She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent.
Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind.
And it's starting to sound more likely now?
Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Neijima was guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant.
Goodness. That's horrific.
He killed her and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Don't misunderstand me, this is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge.
I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear.
Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now this whole resurrection magic thing is coming to play. We should consider the possibility that it was his child. And that maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it was true.
That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima will want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection.
Damn, you're right. The narrowest thing it was only after the curse's power to massacre.
Chief Inspector.
Yeah?
What happened to the child?
Without a birth registration on file, best we could do is find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future.
Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Do we know any characters that are girls with foster homes or from foster homes? I'm not sure. I actually don't remember. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in EY's journal. We know EY had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol Nejima while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick.
Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic.
Correct. Turns out someone gave him the idea. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku's soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori.
Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps.
So that's where this leads. Here, let me read what he wrote. The Queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic, rituals, and rites. She'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection and restoration of the restoration of youth and the like.
So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into the rite of resurrection as well.
That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the rite of resurrection.
It's starting to sound likely.
It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again.
Godly powers? What's that all about?
You can ignore that. Either way, I think EY took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just as unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? This has something to do with me. No, you can't mean. You realize then. Perhaps? Hold up. It means that. Well, I don't know where this is going, but Toshiko's. Oh, here we go. EY's living sacrifice was a child. Kankitaro EY's living sacrifice was a child. That's exactly it. UI moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young. Oh no, of course, that awful man. So it was UI, this man. UI worshipped Nejima, so he must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire living sacrifice at the same time.
Fuck. You got it. UI kidnapped Haruo Ishigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone.
You're telling me that hard man, he never had the intention of returning my child? I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. That man, he took Shuichi.
Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe.
You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I would expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices. What a stupid, stupid idea from a stupid little man. Okay, ma'am, let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is... Chief, I think it's best if we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal.
Oh?
EY got in contact with Nejima last year after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support.
Is that so?
He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in.
Damn it.
If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishi, it seems that most went to Nejima instead. If Nejima is lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout.
Did he write where it is?
Unfortunately, no, not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things.
What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no, she's alive!
That's right, Michio Shiraishi's alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout too.
Investigator, I'm asking you.
I should be going. The lady's not well. Okay. Yep, Konkichiro Iwai. His deceased body was discovered at the Shiraishi home. I believe that's the only update. Well, actually, there may have been an update about the journal, but we just heard about that. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right, but Richter? I feel grateful towards Michio because she killed the kidnapper. There's that, too. But it's for something else. If Michio's the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now. Soul dregs, I mean. Hey, Richter. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Nejima's planning to cause a massacre to select cold soul dregs, then all the better. I won't give up on resurrection. So, I'm counting on you. Haraway is like mad crazy right now. This is getting intense. She's kind of crazy right now. Haraway's kind of, losing it here. I mean, she was always leaning towards, if everybody dies, that's fine, but it's definitely ramping up. I think I'm gonna stop here for now because my nose still feels bad. But this story is definitely ramping up. It's getting good.